program, the Blackfoot Resource Hub, we offer the Blackfoot cultural programming to make it more accessible to the urban population here in the city. And I'm sorry, I feel nervous because I was expecting to say
Can you guys look that way?
And so we're currently expanding our services to be able to offer resources to the urban Indigenous population here in the city. So we have Karen Delaney, our cultural specialist, and Joey Lund, who's a cultural specialist as well. So if you guys know of any individuals that need help accessing resources here in the city, they'll be happy to help them. We also run a lot of different cultural programming. This is just one of many. We've done, well, I'll let them speak to the cultural programming.
Okay, my name is Karen Delaney. I'm the cultural specialist with the Blackfoot Resource Hub. I welcome you all here this evening. It's a real honor to be able to see all of you. I'm just amazed when I came walking in. I was just, very thankful and grateful. So tonight is our kickoff to our Blackfoot Language class. And we're going, like what Mary said, we're working with the Galt Museum and the Friendship Center. And this is a really big class. It's been something that has been in the making for a long time. And for me, I'm just really emotional about it because I see good things coming from this. And so I'm a cultural specialist, Joey's cultural specialist, and what we do with the Blackfoot Resource Hub is we offer cultural programming to anyone who wants to learn. So we've done rattle making, doll making, moccasin making. Last week we had doll making. One of our little sisters actually brought her doll this evening. Is she here? She's way back there, but she has a little doll that she made, and so she just has to put hair on it. But there was part of it. There was a 4-part session that we had. Our programming is also on Facebook. So we put our calendar on there and the events that we're going to have. And, we have them at our center, and it's out of Red Crow Community College on the north side. And, I could go on and on and on, but I'll let Joey talk.
Okay, so in the Kotok. Hello everyone, Joey Blend. They meant to say I'm cultural know-it-all, our guru. I'll accept that too. No, it's really awesome to see everybody. We also have people joining us on Zoom, so we'll wave at them, and we won't forget about you guys. And no, it's always something when we can come together like this, and it just makes sense for us to partner up with the Friendship Center and the museum, seeing how we service a vast variety of different people throughout the community. And it's really nice that we can share a little bit about who we are, where we've come from, and just to share this journey. So we'll be together until June, so feel free to attend as many as you can. For some of you that cannot make it, again, it is being offered on Zoom, and they are going to be recording each section, and they will be posted on YouTube, so you'll have the resources to fall back on. But I just want to thank everyone for coming down, and we're very excited about this endeavor that we're doing together. The Blackfoot Hub, we also do a lot of work with our elders. None of this would be possible if not for our elders. So today we have Dorothy and who else is? Sorry. Crystal, sorry. Yeah, sorry guys. And then we also have Julius Delaney as one of the facilitators. And our elders, Harriet and Leroy, everyone, they couldn't make it today, but they're also going to be facilitating the Blackfoot class. So we have some very knowledgeable people, and as well as Blanche Roosted. So you guys are in for a real treat. We have some very knowledgeable people that are going to be facilitating the Blackfoot. And any questions that you have, just feel free to reach out to any of us. No hard questions, okay? And then if you ever want to look us up, we're also on Facebook. Any updates that we have about the program. And I imagine the Friendship Center does that too, as well as the Galt. Okay? So I'll pass it off. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone that's working. My name is Kristen. I'm very excited to be here. Oki Nistoko Pita Putaki. My Blackfoot name is Eagle in Flight Woman. I'm really honored to be here. I'm really excited to introduce our speakers. As I mentioned before, thank you so much to Karen and Joey and Mary for taking this on, for participating in community and coming together to bring Blackfoot classes to Kotok. I just sat down with Sue and I was like, please, I can't do this alone. I need you, and I'm just so grateful to every single one of you. I'm going to bring our teachers up. I'm also going to bring Julius up, the iconic Mr. Delaney, and just have them tell a little bit about themselves. Then we're going to get going with some classes. As mentioned too, this is a collaborative effort, so you will have us, and then the next week you will have Friendship Center, and then the week after that it will be teachers from the Blackfoot Resource Hub, and on, but they will be all held here. If not in this room, it will be in the learning studio. It will always begin with a meal. It's nice to nourish our bodies while we also learn about and spend some time with our brain and our bodies, but please send some love to Crystal Oka and Dorothy Medicine Crane, and I'm going to get Julius to come up here as well. This goes on just right here, on the top of here. Just so that do you need a bottle of water?
I'm good. Yes.
I'll grab it.
Yes, thank you. You're going to go first, and then I'll go first. Okay. Okay, little quacks. Kika. Okay, little quacks. Nikanati Timatinokuna. Let's do a go EP good morning or good afternoon, everybody. I'm glad to meet all you guys, and I didn't, just like what the Blackfoot Hub said, I didn't realize there's gonna be this many people. Back in October when we got approached to teach, I just kind of said, yeah, okay. Sorry about that, I'm kind of fighting a little bit of a cold. But when I didn't realize what I put myself into. But I've been going to the Red Crow Community College, and I was raised by my dad. His name was Makui Dapi, and that's his Blackfoot name, and his English name is Tom Medicine Crane. He was like a single parent, so he kind of like raised about 9 of us siblings. So all he taught was just fluent Blackfoot, and I listened to him all the time, but I never took the time to really try and speak it. But when he'd be telling me stuff, I'd just be saying, So now I kind of regret it. I could have really listened to him and said, what I was supposed to say. But I'm glad I started going to school at Red Crow Community College. I'll be done in June. Her and I will be graduating. So we kind of learned how to spell the language now, and I'm very proud that I got asked to do this. But next thing, as the time came closer, I started thinking, what did I get myself into? But next thing, when my dad was around, he used to always say, oh, the hour is coming. And I kind of wondered, what's the hour? Finally I asked him, what are you saying? He said, the hour is coming. I told him, what hour? He said, one of my lady friends told me to go play bingo with her, and the hour is coming. So I kept telling my co-partner here, I kept telling her, oh, the hour is coming. Yeah, but anyways, I'm very honored and proud to teach you guys the Blackfoot language. I never thought like I would come to this because I've been working in the healthcare most of my life, and now I guess I'm going to be a Blackfoot teacher. But I'm honored to be teaching, and hopefully I do a good job. So this is my friend Crystal. She can introduce herself now.
Okay, I'm really nervous. Okay, nistu anaku nistu sorry, I've never spoken to a crowd before, so my first time. Okay,
Mr. Akok.
nistu agok itzi tawaki. Hello everyone, my name is Crystal Oka, Blackwater. My mother is the late Gukadu Saki. I come from, my father's Delroy Oka, Bernadette Blackwater. I'm in the same program as Dorothy. And there's 8 of us in our program, and everyone in our program is like fluent speakers. And I was kind of like the only one just there learning as we went. So
She was the baby of the class.
they called me Baby Blackfoot. And so just, I'm just, learning as I go. So I'm just learning with you all. And I'm very honored to be here and asked to be here and to teach what we've been learning in our program. So again.
Okay. Okay. You're going to introduce yourself.
Oh.
Yeah. Give him your.
Can I get one of those too?
Yeah.
You have mine.
Oh. Who doesn't know me here? Who does not actually? Oh, just a few hands. Okay, the store book. He passes. Deep down from the floor, the screen, that's stuff what it's music balls. I'm also Friendship Center. But it is to be honest with Friendship Center. Anybody know? Try to go on the street. Go up Museum. Go up Museum. Sue, come on up here. She's part of the Friendship Center. Sue and I are currently right now every Monday we do a Blackfoot language program through Zoom. We are into our starting off in September. And this is kind of not new to me. When I first started the Blackfoot language program in the community, let me introduce myself first. My name is Julius Delaney. It's not me, guys. I used to teach at the Sigway Community School way back in 1997. Or 96, 97 school year. When I come on the school, they really knew that I had a talent for teaching little ones. Karen and I, we first started teaching at K4 level. And then later on, I started teaching the primary schools, grades 1, 2, 3. And then, of course, the secondary grades 4 and 5. 2018, I decided to take an early retirement from teaching. I thought, I hung out in my shop, and I had all the whiteboard stuff, and I thought I never was going to do it. I wanted to be hired in that, with the Galt and the Heritage Center, and the Galt. We started teaching the Galt here. How many years ago was that? 5 years ago, 6 years ago? Anyways, yeah. They put out a poster out there and said, let's do the Blackfoot language for the communities and that. So I pull up here and it starts at 6 o'clock. And a whole bunch of vehicles are all parking, and something else must be going on in here. Must be a huge exhibit, eh? So I come walking in, and then there must have been about 75 people from here all the way back. There was just really, there was just so much people that wanted to learn the language and the culture. I want to introduce you here, she's the Heritage Center employee. She takes care of some of the union programs, and that's the person Murray and I work with. Sue.
Okay,
Mhm.
this is about talking against a game role. I also like to, I am the youth program coordinator at Friendship Society. I work very closely with Julius. We hold Blackfoot classes on Monday nights. And I'm just so excited and I'm excited to see everybody here. Like the turnout is great.
But they were
It's awesome to see how many people want to get around the language together. Yeah, and we have some great instructors here, so it's gonna be good.
Hey, all right. So I'm going to be probably every other Thursday, so on the 28th, and Blackfoot Resource Hub is like 30 people come in, right? But I'll be here Thursdays to provide support. Now, the Blackfoot has really come under study in the sense that where is that right now as far as where is the language in our communities right now? The Blackfoot Confederacy is a political group that holds offices in Calgary, and they did a demographic study of where the language is at right now. I do believe in 2020 was one of the last ones that they actually did a study for the communities, the Brownings, the Blackfeets, Bloods, Siksika, and the Italian. Based on their studies, there are approximately 50,000 Blackfoot registered individuals in both the United States and Canada, right? 50,000. Based on the numbers that they came up with, there's only 1,500 speakers left. Maybe even less than that. 1,500. It said it was from 50 to 2,000. So each household in that, they were determined, okay, what are the demographics after that? Who are the speakers of that? And they determined that the speakers are the people that are white or born with the baby boomers. The baby boomers that were born in the 50s, like myself. I'm a baby boomer. Born in 1959, yeah. And the language that we attained was Blackfoot first, right at home. Before I went to school, I learned Blackfoot. So then, and then as years went by, of course, in the 60s and the 60s schools and so forth, in the 70s, and the academic world started having access to the universities, the colleges, and they started going to school, right? In the 70s and 80s, they started finding that the language started to dwindle a little bit more, right? The communities not speaking the language as much as past, right? In the 60s, there was 100% speakers. And in the 70s, the numbers started going down. In the 80s, right now, as we speak, in the 2000s, only my generation speaks Blackfoot. So everybody in my generation, please speaks that. Oh, anybody? Yeah, see? And then see, well, I to go way back. Well, way back in 1980.
Just one.
No, early 1900. Well, it was. It used to be one of my bosses. There used to be a program, which is still here. We used to call it Native Days. After that, we were kind of covering schools and so forth. And Walt and I were coordinators of that program. She's only got raised her hand. But anyways, the speakers now are my age. We're getting up there with that. As each new year comes, the speakers are getting older. And there's a huge generation of First Nations people in our schools and that. But we know that they are receiving Blackfoot like this. Every day when they go to school in our communities and that, every day they're having a half hour of Blackfoot or an hour. So we know that the language is there. The speakers are teaching the language, and there's resource people like these two individuals, Crystal and Dorothy, right? Yeah, they're providing that kind of support. And myself, and of course Kristen, when we were doing Blackfoot here, where was that? We were reaching 2,000 homes with instruments like this, as far as California, BC, right? Australia. Yeah. Oh, hey, Dominic is. Yeah. So it's We need to have Blackfoot language out there. We need to have it in this moment. We know that it's not taught in the homes anymore, like my song. It's changed so that it's a classroom environment and instruments like this, and we have our own alphabet as well. And we're going to share that with you. So I'll end up there and we'll continue. Thank you.
Okay, we're going to start off with a prayer. We're going to get Wilma Spirchi to come up and do the prayer.
Okay. Okay, and sumatsu no kwan ka koi. And stuni dani ko kaki. Sumatsu the county in six in that's my sa. Gagok tagok spomo soy that's my sa. Sinakakti he Kyoto ko. So instead that what it's the piazza moich come instead of handstay at dan sto at moich cafe. Tani chiamo sto minus sinax pia tagok sto say. Anyways, so my name is Wilma Skirchief. My Blackfoot name is Sleeping Woman. These two young girls are my relatives, really close relatives. So in Blackfoot we would say Misissa, or even I'm getting to that age where they're almost like my daughters. So both sides of are very closely related to me. So they asked me if I would do this Blackfoot prayer, and I went over it, and it's a very standard prayer that Julius and them have developed, and many of the schools use it. But I just want to pray in my own way, and then maybe the ladies can then go over the prayer themselves. I was taught when I think I was in my early 20s, St. Paul's Treatment Center had just opened on the Blood Reserve. And at that time, there were some of our people like George Goodstriker, Morris Crow. They were the elders at that St. Paul's Treatment Center. And in we requested, a couple of us social workers at the time, if we could do an exchange with the St. Paul's Treatment Center so we would have a better sense of how the program was operating. And then a couple of their counselors came to work with us at social services. This was earlier in when I first started working. But one of the beautiful things that I learned was Morris Crow teaching us how to pray. And I remember he taught me how to pray, the directions, even taught me how to pray about the animals, what the names were. And even though I speak fluent Blackfoot, it was not something that my mom consciously or intentionally taught us. We just listened to the people that prayed. So I'm going to pray, and I've gotten real comfortable in my prayers, except I get kind of caught. But anyways, I'll start off, and then hopefully I can say a little bit about what I prayed for. For the people who are speaking Blackfoot, I'd really appreciate if you would pray in your own way. And the people who don't speak Blackfoot, if you could also just take a few minutes to just, in your own quiet way, send some blessings to these two ladies and the instructors that are going to pray, because they really feel like they need the support. And so that this evening will go in a good way. Again. I spoke first bad bio. Kayan just goes to Skatsumat Pina. I spoke Sana the beach of Catalyst to town that Kano Pina. Sitame, Ximatim Pina, the female nanix, or Gansi. Napi Quax is Canapi, Makokuts the Pizzi, Saki, Boxen Nani. I have spoken songs in the sisters and Pikoxi, the Gitsa. This Pomosa, Makokumata, Sanika, Hutsi, Ut ax to Nimats, like Spia, Maxe, Scabixi, Sanika, hates the Matza. I'm Pomosa, Stan Gamuxi, Friendship Center, give me the hub and Hatsi and Nixie Eskinimats, the geeks, no Hats Pomosa. Magoxi Dama is an of Kamukanitstano. I spomosanica, Kins the beam and Anix and it is look up Walka and it's that of 6 and Spomosa Hatskita Okamot so quick scan and Gatsimoiscan. Spomosa Comkita Peaks and Nika Estistomix and Marakut so Mago had succeed themselves cookways. Spomosa Nika Bukawa Gani to Hatu at Soxio coats or Oxistorx Conwax. This Spomo Kilana Oxisticoix. Akatsi damit bekas na nanika kumatap seskrimokoi. Hasako sisko panika Nititapi Minanix, Ok, Nitskim Mananix, Takatsita, Nitipsta Bekas, Sinananik Nikonanis, Sita Menwa Sinananika, Nitskim Mananix. Aksok boxes go by me some better beats in Gamudan, Butsiman, still absent na Piosi. Hey, thank you. So I've said a few of the words at the very end, which are common endings of the prayer, but I'm going to let the ladies then go with their prayer. Hi.
Thank you. Thank you, Wilma. Okay, so we're going to begin with the Blackfoot prayer. This is the ones that, I don't know if you guys want to follow along, but I'll read it along. And Ayo istibatabiyo, gikitsimatsinok binan, ispumo ginan, gimmo ginan, estamatsu ginan, sukabi, ikinabi, makamutabi, ayo gimatu ginan, nitsistinanix. Is there another? Nitsistinanix. Ninanix. Nasinanix. Dititapi minanix. Oki kamotani. Misamatapisan. Ay. Okay, so we're just gonna first start with learning the introducing the alphabet and learning how to say the different sounds of each letters. So I don't know if you guys want to take notes or. Yeah. So yeah. Can I don't have to use this. I have to. Hey? Okay. Okay. So we're gonna just start with on the Blackfoot language. Mostly consists of 13 of the alphabets, and I'm going to start writing them down. So the first ones will be I'll write down the letter, and then I'll pronounce the. You can write the letters, okay? No, I'll say. So start with the consonants. Okay, so the 13 letters in our alphabet is the first ones. We'll start with the consonants, and I'll start with Okay, so the first ones are the vowels. I mean, the A. Okay, so the first one is going to be the letter A. These are the vowels: A, I think there's another marker down there. A, I, O, and then those are our vowels that we use mainly. And then the next ones will be M, N, S, P, T, K, W, H, and then we usually use the little tick that's to separate the words. And so these are the letters that we're mainly used in our Blackfoot language. So I'm going to start we'll start with the consonants and the sounds, and we'll move on. So the letter M is the same sound in the English, the letter M and the N, and we use words like, the letter M is like mami. So you just use the word M, mami, and and then letter N, nina, and like nasinanix, and nitsukwags, and then so that's the letter M that we usually use. And then the sounds of the next one is the letter S, and that's the same sound as this the letter S that we use in English, and that's in words like sa, and then that's no, and then gistu means you, and then I is nisto. So it still sounds the same as the English alphabet. And then the next letter is the letter sound P, but the sound doesn't sound like P. It sounds like the letter B. So some of the words that I chose to use, words like cat, bus, and eagle, bita, and then horse, panukamita. So, and in the pagan nation, a lot of people would say pikani, but it's bikani. So that's the word that you say B. And then the next letter that is like the T, and that's the English alphabet too. But it sounds, it's like the letter D, and it's not T, but it sounds like letter D. So I chose some of the words like daka. And wait, I can write down some of these. Here. So T. T sounds like D, but in words it will be daka. This is where you would usually put your tick here. So when you see that tick, that means there's a little space there. So that would be, the ka is who, and then imita is dog. So this is the T that you're using, and then we work apo the kyop. Okay. So I just picked a few of the words that were with the T. I just wanted to let you know that how the sound was. And the next letter I'm going to talk about is the letter K. And the letter K sounds like G. It's not a K. So there's some of the words that it sounds like the G, but some of the words I picked was kyayu. K. Okay, so that instead of saying K, it's G, so it will be pronounced as kyayu. And then another word is this is my dad's Blackfoot name. Part of his Blackfoot name, it's wolf, makuyi. So you would go ma, goy, yi, and that's wolf. Okay, and the next word we would use is sikokutuki, and that was a word that she was saying, and it sounded like she was using K, but it will be sikokutuki, sikokutuki. So that's how you would say Lethbridge. Okay. Then the next ones we're going to be teaching is the letter W and Y, and they usually they sound the same as in English, and you use them as the same. So some of the words I picked were awani. That means he says. So that's Awani. And I'm just gonna. Another word that I used was my sickness is just catching up to me. Okay, the next word is play. Awakaya. So I'm just putting in the W. That's the one I'm talking about is the W. Awakaya.
Gaia.
And that means play, to play. Okay, and the next letter is you all. Gistua, that's what the other W that I chose. Gistua. So that's you all. And then the letter Y is the next letter, and it just it still sounds the same in Blackfoot. So it's I chose again Makuyi because of the Y that I in there. And that is wolf. So when you use these letters, it's that's what the Y is the one we're representing now, and then the next one is listen. Iyistit. Okay, so and then I chose another Y word. It's go to sleep. Some you got. So I would some you got. So that's go to sleep. Oh, it's okay. Okay, and then the next word is it's kind of, this is the glottal, where the glottal part starts, and it's the letter H. So you put your like kind of like a sound, and it mostly comes after the letter I and the letter A and the letters O. So in words like 7, you have to kind of like use your tongue, your glottal. It goes Ihkitsika. So that's the number 7. I will spell it out. So this one represents the letter Y, the letter W, and then the other one represents the letter Y. Okay, so the number 7 is with that that's how you spell the number 7. And then the next letter I used is rock. Oh, kutuki. Oh, go, do, he. Okay, and that's rock. Okay, and then the next one is young married man. And how you would say that is that sakina. So you have that H in there. Sakina. that. Okay, and then another word with is the fork, ihtoyop. So you have that sound like almost like a glottal sound, ihtoyop. Fork. Okay, so those are kind of like the main consonants that we use in our language. And then we have this TSI, we use that in our language a lot. And that one sounds like, that's a very popular word that we use. And the one that I'm gonna use is lamp. It's anakimatsis. Anakimatsis. So, not. Anakimatsis is lamp. So you have to, this is the TSI, that's some of the main words that, a lot of them that are in that. And then another word is atsikin, that shoe. Atsikin. And you notice that all these words that I'm using, they have the G sound in there, the K is the G sound. So you would say anakimatsis, lamp, and atsikin is shoe. And then chair, supatsis. So, supatsis. So that's chair. Okay, so those are, and then there's another one that's like a glottal. That one's kind of hard to say. It took me a while to say that, but it's like a ks, and it's a KSI sound. So that one is kind of hard to say. So the words I chose from that is window, ksisikumstan. So ksis, si, kum, stan. So that is window. Okay, and the next ones, so now these are most of the consonants that we use in our language. And with this, it was very hard to say, so we had to keep practicing it. And it took me almost like 3 months to finally say it, because I kept saying tsi, but it's with your tongue, you have to like, ksisikumstan. And it was, I don't know, but that was one of the hardest words that I finally learned how to say it. I was with my cousin, and he kept telling me, you don't say it like that. It's peace. It's so finally I was able to say it, and then he always looks at me and tells me, say it again. So I was happy when I was able to say it. So now we're going to go into the vowels. And the first letter is A. And that one also sounds like in English language, father, fall, and all. And it comes with words like sa. So you go sa, and that means no in our language. And then long ago, agasamu, agasamu. So that was long ago. It's this way. And yesterday, matunni, with the letter A here, matunni. And that's yesterday. Okay, and then pinakos, that's tomorrow. So that will be pinakos. And that's tomorrow. So our A still sounds like that, but then we use it in the double A. That's what we use in our language too. And then that's the double consonant sound, but it still sounds like English, but it's in a longer version. So say, that's what it's called, anit, that means say, so anit. I was just looking for words that had the double A, and then the sun, na do si. So we'll be using the double A there, na do si, and that's the sun. Okay, and then another word is the river, and that's kind of like when you use I'll show it to you. This is kind of hard to say because this it's not nito, it's nita. So you have to have that all together. Nita. So that's kind of like like the glottal sound, nita. So, and that's river. Okay. And then our next sound is the I, and that I sound just sounds like in English, like in kiss and machine. So, but the words we use is like isk, and that is pale. Pail, yeah, like a pail you carry. Yeah, isk. So, and then I went along and I used the word in the past. So it's iskotsik, iskotsik. So that's isko. In the past. So just using these letters and with the isk, and like we can add on like more iski, like is, or no, not iski. Like, and you just use like the isk, it just sounds like the letters in the English language. And then, but then we use it as the double letter too, to make it longer. Like in words like the word meanie, berry, it's meanie. So M-I-I-N-I. So that's berry. So you have that double I in there, and that's pronounced as meanie. Okay, mean, and yeah. Okay, and then another double okay. Another word I used was don't take it. Minutsit. Minutsit. No. So and this means don't take it. So I noticed that our language has like it it's more like of a meaning like mini, like, and it's not, people will probably say mini, but it's, you make it sound more like, make it longer, minutsit. So those were some of the words that I chose. But there was thousands and thousands of words that I could have chose, but I chose these words because they represented the double I and the A's and the ones that I was using. So you can turn it. Okay, the next sound that is the O. And in the English, it sounds like so. So that it's like just the O in that. So the word I used was that one, uma. So it's uma. And with that, we can put the little ticks there. So you'll know that with that little tick, there's a space there. So uma is that one. And then another one is his father, on. So that is like, and the I is kind of like silent. We have a lot of silent letters in our language also. So is, you don't say oni, you say on. Yeah. And that's his father or her father, but on. And then we go, another one is old man. So so that's and that's old man. This is his father. And is old man. So these are the O sounds that is represented in our language. And then the next one is goose. That's cup or bowl. And that is with the K. Goose. So that's cup or bowl. That's bowl. Okay. And then another one with the O sound is unniki. That's milk. So these are the O sounds that we use. And these ticks here, these ticks here are like onniki. So that's milk. And then the last one is stove. It's going to be butatsis. And that's the other O sound. And as you can see, we're using all the tsi. So butatsis. We usually have an ending. We could usually use it with just a tsi or tis. Or it comes in other words, like there's lots of other words. So this is milk. And this is stove. Okay. And then this also comes in double O sound too. So our double O sound for double O would be egg. Uwe. So that's how you would say egg. Okay. And then another double O sound is the belly butts. Mokawantis. So that's how you would say that. And how would you would spell it like mo with the double O. Go. Want. Tis. And like what I was talking about, this, it always comes in like different words with the STI. But this one is tis. Oh, sorry. S-I-I-S. So how you would pronounce that is Mokowansis. That's 2 I's here. And that's the Belly Buttes. And that's a very popular place on our reserve. They have their annual sun dances there. And it's very sacred ground at the Belly Buttes. So every year the people gather and they go and they do their ceremonies there that represents the blood tribe. Okay, and the next one I chose was Supatsis, that's chair. So that's with the double O. Supatsis. And that's chair. So that's Supatsis with that sis sound. And then another double O I picked was we. So how you would pronounce that is Gistunnon. Gistunnon, and that's we. So that is a K. Gistunnon, that's how you would say that word. And then another word that I've been using was the AI, uwa. So that's another of our English with the vowels together. It sounds like bait in English, but in our language, it's we use it as fruit. So this one is TB, asaxito. So I would spell that as asaxic with that asaxisto. And that would be television. So how would you would pronounce that as asaxisto, asaxisto, asaxisto with that glottal kind of on your with the KSI. And then the next one is the number 6 or the number 16. Nei kuputo. So nei kuputo. So that is the number 16. You would say nei kuputo. So that's the number 16. And then the next one is flower. And you would spell that, it's bisatseski. So bisat, it's not sat. You're using the A like with the A sound. Bisatseski. So that is, wait, where am I? Okay. And this is where the AI comes in. Okay. Bisatseski. And that's how you would say flower. And then the last one is apple. Apestaminum. So that would be and there's the AIS. Apestaminum. And that's apple. So you would pronounce it as apestaminum. Apestaminum. Okay. And then the next sounds that we use together are the A and the O. So the A and the O is It sounds like the word in the English word is out, or in the word as dawn, A-R of dawn. So now the word I'm going to use is Karsten. It's agohki mix, and that means many wives. So that's and there's the A and the O, and see, as you can see, these are kind of longer letters. So gohki mix, that's how you would pronounce it, and that's many wives. Gohki mix, and that's the A-O sound there. And it's more like the A as in out or dawn. And then the next one is orange, the color orange or the orange fruit. So it's called othuinam. So with that, it's A-O-T-O-H. A-O-I-N-A-A-M. Okay, so that's Othuinam. That's how you would pronounce that. People would probably say Othuin, but it's that with the glottal H. Othuinam. So that's how you would say the orange, the color orange. And then the next one is I sit. Nitopi. So that's would be ni, T-A-O. Nitopi, and that's I sit. Nitopi, and that's the A-O sound again there. And that's where the A-O sound is in here. And then the next one is fishing. Omiska. Omiska. So that would be A-O. Omiska. Okay, and another word that I chose was snowing. Ohputa, with that A-O sound. Ohputa. And that's again, that's the A-O sound. And that's snowing. Okay, so the last one that we picked was the O-I. That's our last of our vowels that are together, because our vowels are only A, O, and I. So these are the different sounds that they make. And this one is like, the sound of it is like in boy. So when you see the O-I, it's more like an O sound. And the word I picked was nuisance, boinapsi. Boinapsi. They used to call that, over at the old, what's that place called? Progress store. They used to call it Progress Clothing Store. They used to say, boinapsi. And when we go in there, they all come in, they'd be saying, what do you want to buy? You want to buy a jacket? You want a jacket? You want pants? You want shoes? By the time we leave out there, my dad would say, still let's say boinapsi. So finally, that was one of our favorite stores, I would say, yeah, gonna do anyone needs to boinapsi. So boinapsi, and how you would spell that is boinapsi, and that's nuisance. Okay, and then another one is the color yellow, othuinatsi. Othuinatsi. That's another one that has that, you have to say these together, othuinatsi. And that's the color yellow. That's his grotto stop here. So how you would say that is Othoinatsi. And then another one is TP, Ni Toyes, Ni Toyes. So this would be Ni Toyes. So as you know that the N sounds the same and then the T sounds like a D, Ni Toyes, and then the Y sounds just as the way it is with the S. So we use that double S because it's kind of like Ni Toyes, so make it sound like it's a longer sentence. Okay, so the next one I chose was couch. And it's almost a chair is called supatsis. So we need to say the couch is innoi supatsis. So that NOI is in there. I'll just do this. It's innoi supatsis. Almost done. Yeah. So that's couch. With the OI there, how would you pronounce it is inoisupasis. So that's couch. And then the last one is fork. Ichtoyop, and it has that H, that grotto sound. Ichtoyop. So that will be spelled. Oops, that's supposed to be a I, and over here is the Y. So, and that's fork. So how you would say that is ichtoyop. You have to have that with that ich, the sound of your tongue. And that's about all I have for today, but I could say some more words. Is that good?
Over them, get them. Read it.
Okay, so we're gonna go over them again and we'll practice them again. So the letters is A, I, O, those are our vowels. And then our consonants in our language is M, N, S, P, T, K, W, H. And then the words is who. So you use that as like a D instead of a T, and then a G instead of a K. So it's daga, and that's who. Yeah. And then dog is imita with that extended double I's. Imita. What is that word? Okay, and then this one is we work. I forgot to write that on there. And it has that with the P, it's more sounds like a B. And then with the T, it sounds like a D, and then the K sounds like a G. So you would say, Apotakyop. Apotakyop. And then this one is bear. Okay. And then this one is the bear. It's Gyayu. Instead of the K, you make it as a G sound. Gyayu. 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 And then this one is wolf. You use the M it's the same as M, but the K is a G. That's the only one that has the different sound. So that's Makui. Makui. Yeah. Makui. Okay. And then left bridge, all of you should learn this. It's supposed to be a G sound with the K and another G sound, and then a D sound, and then a K sound. So you would say, Sikoh Kotoki. Sikoh Kotoki. You guys got it already. It sounds really good. Okay. Okay, so the next one is, he says, and we're just using it the same as the A, the W, and that's Awani. Awani. Okay, and then the next one is to play. Awakaya. Okay. And then you all. Gistua. Yeah. Okay, so I used on the other one I used wolf, and that's Makuyi. Makuyi, wolf. And then this one it's listen. And you would say Iyistit. Yeah. Okay, so now go to sleep. This is the one your parents should say. Learn about this how your kids. Some you got. Yeah. Or you could even say, just go to bed. Some do you got. Or kyak some you got. You should just sleep. Okay, and the number 7 is that with the IH, and it's with the G sound, and then the C, the X or the C, and then the Ga. So, Ihkitsika. That sounds really good. Okay, and then rock, Kotoki. I think that with that longer I, with the, so you say the K as a G and the T as a D. Okay, and then the next one is young married man, Sakina. Sounds really good. And then the 4th is Ihtoyo. Okay, the next one is lamp. Anakimatsis. Okay, and then that would be again. Anakimatsis. Okay, and then shoe is Atsikin. Okay, so chair is Supatsis. Okay, really sounds good out there. You're really learning fast. Okay, we know this is the one I always had trouble with, but now I'm kind of good at it. Gistikumstan. Yeah, sounds good. Gistikumstan. Yeah. Okay. So now we're doing the vowels, and that's the letter A, and sa. That's no, and then I could add in there that means yes. I'll put that in there. Is yes. Okay. And then long ago is Agasamu. Okay. And then yesterday is Matunni. Okay, and then tomorrow is Pinakos. Pinakos. That's tomorrow. And And then you say, when you say something, say, on it.
On it.
On it.
On it.
Okay. And then the sun is a very popular word in our language too, so it's nadusi.
Nadusi.
Okay, and then river, this is the one that it kind of goes together and it goes, you go, nikda.
Nita.
Nikda.
Nita.
Yeah. Okay, and then pale is isk.
Is.
Isk.
Is.
And then in the past is iskotik.
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 And then berry is mimi.
Mimi.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, now it says, don't take it. Minute.
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 Yeah, so that's another word. You got it?
No.
Okay. Okay, so the next word is that one. Uma.
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 And then his father is on.
On.
The I is kind of silent. On.
On.
Okay, and then old man. Umkina.
Umkina.
Umkina. You have that H in there too. Umkina. And then cup or bowl is goose.
Goose.
Goose. Yeah.
Goose.
And then milk is onniki.
Onnaki.
Onniki.
Onnaki.
And then stove is budatsis.
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 With the sound of the P sounding like a B, and then with the letter T sounding like a D. Budatsis. Yeah, if you learn what the letters sound like, it's easier to read it because people would say onniki, like they say each letter, but it's different. So as long as you know what the letters stand for and this is the only one that makes it sound like T, budatsis. So when you have that TSI, that more sounds like a T instead of a D. Okay, and then egg is uwa, because we're doing that, the WAI. Oh no, we're doing the double letters. Uwa. Okay. And then the belly buttes. Muguwansis.
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 So yeah, that sounds good. Okay, and then share is How would you say it? Muguwansis.
The Muguwansis is the actual people.
Yeah.
You want to plural, right?
Yeah, I'm pluraling it with muguwansis.
The Muguwans,
The belly buttes.
yeah. If you want to plural, the Muguwansis.
Muguwansis. Oh, so that's how that sound. Sis. Muguwansis. So that's like the belly butte is almost like that. The way that looks, it's a big area. So if you're going to just talk about one is muguwansin. So that's just one. But when I'm using it plural, so it's muguwansis.
Muguwansis.
Okay, and then share is
On that, what you just mentioned is that Muguwans is it's a place now, right? It's like what we
yeah, it's distinguished as a place now because it really means a lot to the Blackfoot people. That's where they have their annual gathering for their annual, when they have their holy, they get together and they pray for everybody to have a good year, That's when they all get together. But that's where they meet, is the Mukwansis. So chair is Supatsis.
Supatsis.
Yeah, so you're still saying the S, but this is a B instead of a P. Supatsis.
Supatsis.
Okay, we. Gistunnon.
Gistunnon.
Gistunnon. Is the left is Gistunnon. Okay. So the next one is TV. Esexito. Esexito. Yeah, so that's with the K, and then the is a G, and then this is a D. So, and then the next one is the number 16. Nekopoto.
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 Okay. And flower is Bisatseski.
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 Okay. And then apple is Apestaminam.
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 Okay, so now we're going to practice the A and O. So that's many wives, Cardston. Gohki mix.
Gohki mix.
Gohki mix.
Gohki mix.
And then the color orange. Othuinam.
Ohuinam.
Othuinam.
Ohuinam.
Okay, and then I sit. Nitapi.
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 Okay, and then snowing. Ohpota.
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 And then Progress Clothing Store. Boinapsi.
Boinapsi.
They're closing, by the way, if everyone wants to go do their sale. Boinapsi.
Boinapsi.
Okay, yellow is Othuinatsi.
Ohuinatsi.
Othuinatsi.
Ohuinatsi.
And then TP is very important in our culture. So Nitoyes.
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 And then the last one, the last couple are couch. Just like Supat's chair, but you have to make it, it's called like a long chair, and it's Inoisupatsis.
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 And then fourth is Ihtoyo.
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 Okay, well, I'm